It all kicked off late afternoon in the southeast of Queensland when a sudden swirl of dark clouds ushered in a ferocious storm cell heading straight for the Brisbane region.
Oh my God!
Lightning cracked, winds roared, and the air, which had been humid and warm, suddenly felt explosive, as though the sky itself had been rewired. A severe thunderstorm warning blasted out across suburbs and coastal zones, urging residents to take cover immediately. Then came the hail, not the ordinary soft, gentle kind that melts on windowsills, but chunky pellets of ice with diameters pushing 5 centimeters or more, plummeting from the sky like frozen cannonballs. The impact was relentless. Rooftops rattled, cars cowered under the assault. Hedges and shrubs were pummeled into tufted messes, and glass fragments trembled in their frames. The wind gusts accompanying the hail reached up to 96 kilometers per hour, turning scenes of suburban calm into chaotic blitz zones. In the heart of the city and across neighboring districts, the damage mounted quickly. Power networks were hammered. At one point, over 65,000 properties in Brisbane and Ipswich alone were plunged into darkness. Across the wider southeast region, the outage numbers soared further as trees were uprooted, power lines torn down, and traffic lights blinked off in the middle of intersections. Emergency services mobilized immediately, warning residents to stay away from any downed power lines and to shelter in safe spaces until crews could assess the damage. Communities that had been basking in warm, calm weather just hours earlier found themselves shivering in sudden instability. Rain followed the hail in torrents driven by the same thunderhead system. Flash flooding began in low-lying streets and car parks as stormwater drains struggled to cope with the deluge.
Look at that! It's literally. Oh my God! All my plants are gone. Oh God! Look at all of this stuff. When it snows.
Oh my God!
In parts of Toowoomba, Port Toowoomba, Toowoomba, South Burnett and beyond, fallen poles, broken fences, and smashed roofs told the story of a storm that came with little warning and fierce intensity. Amidst the cleanup operations, power crews worked under hazardous conditions, knowing that hidden dangers, live wires, unstable branches, and shifting debris lay beneath the chaotic surface. A spokesperson from the local network provider cautioned that until the electricity infrastructure was stabilized, the risk of further outages or hazards remained elevated. Meanwhile, the Bureau of Meteorology noted that the unstable atmospheric setup, a moist, warm air mass forced upward by a trough line, had created prime conditions for this sudden violent storm. Looking ahead, there's also a longer-term takeaway. With climate patterns shifting, storms like this may become more frequent and intense in the region. While the day may have begun under warm sunlight, it ended under hail and crackling energy, offering a stark illustration of how seemingly stable weather can flip dramatically. In that sense, the sky reminded Brisbane that nature doesn't always give a heads up.
Jesus Christ.
Hey Ma, it's snowing. No, it's not snowing. Oh, no.
So there we are, a Sunday afternoon calm to sudden aerial assault of hail and wind, power down in tens of thousands of homes, emergency crews on the move, and the community coming together in the wake of the storm.
Crazy, man. Absolutely.
If you're planning out your week, maybe give the outdoors a second thought. The sky in Brisbane took no prisoners today, and it's wise to treat the weather like a wild card in the deck. Stay safe, stay alert, keep an eye on official updates, and maybe keep the umbrella and storm plan by the door.
When it snows in Brisbane.
This is literally snow in Brisbane. What is
Oh my
happening?
god. Look at that.
I think this is what they meant by when it's snowing. When it's snowing. Oh my god.